You feel that exhaustion deep in your bones, don't you? It's not that good, satisfying tired you get after a great workout or a productive day. It's a heavy, clinging fatigue that a full night's sleep just can't seem to fix. You wake up feeling like you've run a marathon in your dreams, and then you just slog through the day in a fog, propped up by caffeine and sheer force of will. You probably blame it on getting older, another long day at the office, the kids, your diet, or maybe you just tell yourself you need a stronger coffee. You've kind of just accepted this as your new normal. But what if I told you that you're not just tired? What if a big piece of that bone-deep weariness, that brain fog, that constant feeling of being drained, is something more fundamental? What if I told you that, in a way, you're suffocating? Now, I don't mean in a dramatic, gasping for air kind of way. It's a quiet, sneaky suffocation happening on a cellular level. Right now, as you're sitting here, trillions of your cells might literally be gasping for air. They're being starved of one of their most essential nutrients, and that could be a huge reason you feel so completely wiped out. The good news? The solution isn't some new pill or another complicated productivity hack. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a potential hidden cause of your fatigue. Then, I'll guide you through a simple, powerful 3-minute technique that could breathe your cells back to life, flooding your system with a kind of clean, natural energy you may not have felt in years. The oxygen paradox. To get why you might feel so exhausted, let's forget everything you think you know about being tired. The problem isn't just a lack of sleep, for many, it's a problem of energy production. And real energy isn't made from sleep, it's made from oxygen. Every single one of the 37 trillion cells in your body has these tiny power plants called mitochondria. Their job is to take the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe and turn it into a molecule called ATP. ATP is literally the energy currency of life. Every blink, every thought, every heartbeat is paid for with ATP. When you have plenty of it, you feel vibrant, sharp, and alive. When you don't, you feel sluggish, foggy, and exhausted. Your fatigue can be a direct reflection of the energy production happening, or not happening, inside your cells. So, the logical question is, why wouldn't your cells be producing enough energy? You're breathing, right? Air is going in and out. The issue for many of us is that we're not breathing effectively. And because of this, we create a strange paradox in our own bodies. Here's the wild part. You could have blood that is almost perfectly saturated with oxygen and still be starving your cells. For most healthy adults, a pulse oximeter will show that your blood is about 95% to 98% saturated with oxygen. Your blood is like a massive fleet of delivery trucks, fully loaded with precious cargo, oxygen molecules. These trucks are driving all over your body, but when they get to your muscles, your brain cells, and your organs, the doors won't open. The oxygen stays locked inside the blood, unable to get to the mitochondria that are desperate for it. Your cells are suffocating in the presence of plenty. Why? What keeps the delivery truck doors locked? The answer is a surprising and seriously misunderstood molecule, carbon dioxide. We've all been taught to think of CO2 as just a waste product, something to get rid of as fast as possible. This is one of the biggest misunderstandings in modern health. Carbon dioxide isn't just waste, it's a master regulator. It is the key that unlocks oxygen from your blood. This vital mechanism is known as the Bohr effect. Simply put, the presence of CO2 in your tissues signals your red blood cells that it's time to release their oxygen. When CO2 levels are adequate, oxygen is efficiently dropped off to your cells and their mitochondrial power plants. This allows for great energy production, and you feel fantastic. But what happens when we don't have enough CO2 in our tissues? This is exactly the problem that modern life has created. Through chronic stress, slumping at desks, and just a constant low-grade hum of anxiety, most of us have developed a dysfunctional breathing pattern, shallow, rapid, and all in the chest. This is often called chronic hidden hyperventilation. It's not the dramatic panting of a panic attack, it's a subtle, continuous overbreathing that you don't even notice. This breathing pattern systematically pushes too much carbon dioxide out of your system. Without that essential CO2 key, the Bohr effect gets weak. The oxygen stays stubbornly stuck to the hemoglobin in your blood. The delivery trucks just circle the block with their cargo holds sealed shut. Your cells cry out for oxygen, your mitochondria slow energy production to a crawl, and you feel utterly exhausted, no matter how much you sleep. You are, in a very real sense, suffocating your own energy supply at the source. The stress and suffocation cycle. Take a second right now. Don't change a thing. Just notice your breath. Is it deep down in your belly, or is it shallow and high up in your chest? Are your shoulders relaxed, or are they trying to become earrings? Is your jaw loose, or is it clenched? For millions of us, the default is a tense jaw, tight shoulders, and a breath that barely moves the body. This is the posture of stress, and it has become our resting state. This isn't your fault. Our world is an assembly line for bad breathing habits. The constant ping of notifications, the never-ending emails, financial worries, it all triggers your body's ancient fight-or-flight response. Your heart rate climbs, your muscles tense, and your breathing gets shallow and quick, preparing you to fight a saber-toothed tiger. The problem is, the tiger is a spreadsheet or a traffic jam, and you can't fight it or run from it. So you just stay in this chronic state of low-grade stress. Your body never gets the all-clear signal to go back to the calm, rest and digest mode. And your breathing stays shallow, day in and day out. This creates a vicious cycle. Stress causes shallow, rapid breathing. This overbreathing blows off too much CO2. Low CO2 prevents oxygen delivery to your cells because of the weak Bohr effect. The lack of oxygen in your brain and body causes brain fog and fatigue. That feeling of being tired and overwhelmed is, itself, a stressor. So you feel more stressed, which makes your breathing even worse. And so the cycle spins, spiraling down. You feel tired, so you reach for a stimulant like sugar or caffeine. This gives you a temporary jolt by kicking your stress response into a higher gear, which actually worsens your underlying breathing pattern, deepens the cellular suffocation, and guarantees you'll crash even harder in a few hours. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. This cycle is the hidden architecture of modern fatigue for so many people. It's why you can feel wired and tired at the same time. It's why you can't focus. Your body is stuck in survival mode, and your cells are paying the price. But what if you could consciously hit the brakes on this cycle? What if you could manually flip the switch from stress and suffocation to energy and recovery? You can. And it only takes 3 minutes. The 3-minute cellular reset breath. So, how do we break this cycle? We do it by taking conscious control of our breath and using it as the powerful biological tool it is. And if you have persistent, debilitating fatigue, it's crucial to see a doctor, as it can be a symptom of serious conditions like ME/CFS, which require medical diagnosis and management. This technique is not for everyone. If you are pregnant, have a history of serious heart conditions, uncontrolled high blood pressure, glaucoma, severe asthma, epilepsy, or have had recent surgery, please consult your doctor before trying this. The goal is revitalization, not strain. The guided 3-minute cellular reset. Alright, If you're ready, let's do this together. Find a comfortable seat. Sit up with a straight spine to open your lungs, but let your shoulders relax. You can rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. I'll guide you through every step, so all you have to do is listen. We'll start with phase 1, 90 seconds of rhythmic, powerful breathing. The breath is in and out through your nose. Imagine a balloon in your belly. Inhale, the belly expands. Exhale, the belly pulls in. It's a continuous, circular wave. The pace should be brisk but not frantic, about 1 breath per second. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Begin rhythmic breathing. In, out, in, out. Deep into the belly. Find your rhythm. Don't force it, just let it flow. That's it. You might start to feel a little lightheaded or tingly, and that's perfectly normal and safe while you're seated. Feel the energy building. You are taking active control. We're about 30 seconds in. Keep that rhythm. In through the nose, out through the nose. Belly expands, belly contracts. Let go of any tension in your jaw and forehead. Stay with the breath. You're doing great. We're at the 1-minute mark. Just 30 seconds to go. If you feel up to it, you can pick up the pace just a little for this final stretch. Really feel that bellows-like motion. You are waking up your system. Final 10 seconds. Stay with it. A little more power. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, phase 2. Take one last, deep breath all the way in, and now gently, fully, let all the air out. Not a forceful push, just a relaxed sigh. And at the bottom of that exhale, hold your breath. Close your eyes if that feels good. Relax into this hold. No struggle. Your body is primed and knows exactly what to do. Just be still. You might feel a tingling in your hands, feet, or lips. You might feel a wave of warmth spreading through you. These are good signs. This is the physical evidence of the Bohr effect kicking into high gear. This is oxygen finally flooding your tissues, waking up your cells. The urge to breathe will show up. It's just a signal from your diaphragm. Don't panic. Just notice it. See if you can relax into it. You are safe. You are in control. Stay with the stillness. This is where the deep reset happens. Just a little longer. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now, phase 3. Slowly, deeply, breathe all the way in. The most satisfying breath of your day. Fill your lungs from the bottom to the top. Feel that fresh oxygen. And when you are completely full, hold that breath gently. For 10 seconds, just be in this state of peace. Feel the calm. Feel the balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now, slowly, gently, let it all go. Return to your normal, natural breathing. Don't control it. Just let your body breathe you. Keep your eyes closed for another moment. And just notice. How do you feel? Notice the quiet in your mind. The stillness in your body. Notice the absence of tension. And underneath it all, you might feel a clean, vibrant alertness. That feeling, that is the feeling of your cells finally being nourished. That is the feeling of being truly energized. The science of the afterglow. That feeling of clear-headed, calm energy you might be experiencing right now is the result of a profound physiological event. With that simple 3-minute exercise, you manually took control of a stress-driven breathing pattern. By holding your breath after the exhale, you allowed carbon dioxide to build up to optimal levels. This CO2 acted as the master key, powerfully initiating the Bohr effect and unlocking a flood of oxygen from your blood directly into your tissues and cells. You've directly influenced the energy production centers of your body. Those mitochondrial power plants just got a premium delivery of their most crucial fuel, oxygen. This improvement in oxygen availability is what many people experience as a tangible wave of renewed energy and a lifting of brain fog. You haven't borrowed energy from the future with a stimulant, you've increased your capacity to create real energy right now. But the benefits go beyond a momentary jolt. The deep, controlled nature of this practice, especially the exhale, hold and slow recovery breath, is a powerful signal for your brain to switch from the frantic fight or flight mode to the calm, restorative rest and digest state. This is why you can feel both alert and deeply relaxed at the same time. It's a state of calm focus, the total opposite of the anxious, jittery buzz from caffeine. This has a direct impact on your mental clarity. The brain uses about 20% of our oxygen supply. When it's underoxygenated due to poor breathing habits, the result can be brain fog and difficulty concentrating. When you do this cellular reset, you're sending a fresh supply of oxygen right where it's needed. It's like wiping a foggy window clean. Suddenly, things feel sharper and clearer. Over the long term, by consistently improving the oxygenation of your tissues, you are creating an internal environment that is less hospitable to inflammation and more supportive of overall health. Think of this technique not as a quick fix, but as training. You are re-educating your body, making healthy, deep breathing your new default. You're not just fighting fatigue, you're building a bigger reservoir of vitality from the ground up. Your new relationship with energy. So, how do you use this incredible tool to make this feeling last? The answer is consistency. You just proved you can change your energy state in 3 minutes. The goal now is to make that state your new normal. Think of this technique as a healthier replacement for whatever you currently use to manage fatigue. Instead of hitting snooze for the 3rd time, dreading the exhausting day ahead, what if you stayed in bed for 3 extra minutes and did 1 round of this? You'd be starting your day by actively generating the cellular energy you need. What about that 2 p.m. afternoon slump, when your focus nosedives and you instinctively reach for coffee? That's just an energy loan with a high interest rate. Instead, find a quiet corner and invest 3 minutes in this practice. You'll be tackling a root cause of that slump, cellular fatigue, and will likely emerge clear-headed and genuinely refreshed, without the crash. Some forms of fatigue are indeed driven by these breathing patterns, and this simple break can produce a rapid improvement in alertness. You can use it before a workout to prime your body, before a big presentation to calm your nerves, or at the end of the day to let go of stress and prepare for restful sleep. If you're already feeling a difference from just 1 session, imagine what's possible when you make this a regular habit. To help you on this journey, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about giving you simple, science-backed tools to reclaim your energy and take back control of your health. So please, hold on to this idea, that persistent fatigue you've been carrying around might not be a life sentence. It might not just be part of getting older. It could simply be a signal, a message from your body that it's being starved of the oxygen it needs at the most fundamental level. And today, you learned how to answer that call. You now have the skill to change your own physiology and breathe your cells back to life. The power to tackle your energy crisis doesn't have to be in a coffee cup, it resides in your own lungs. Now, I have one request. I want you to feel the power of this community. In the comments below, write just one word that describes how you feel right now. Alert. Calm. Energized. Clear. Alive. Let's fill the comments with positive energy and see how profound a simple shift in breathing can be. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. Be proud that you learned to listen to your body in a new way. Now go enjoy the beautiful, clean energy you just created.